Hey there guys, this is impaKt, and before I get into the video at hand, I'd like to remind you that I'll be attending DreamHack Valencia later on this week, so I won't be streaming from Thursday to Sunday. With that being said, I'll be going for a Bronze 5 to Diamond 1 rush on stream afterwards. To make things a little bit more interesting, I'll be playing Teemo every time I lose a game. Oh, and if you manage to go to DreamHack, make sure you come and say hi. Anyway, I've spent around 3 days on the PBE giving the new Sona a try, and there are definitely some pretty significant changes. I'm not going to be going over the stats too much because those are bound to change before release, but I will be letting you know about her playstyle, strengths, and weaknesses. So, the passive damage got reduced to 50%, which may get reverted in the future, but I think it's justified because of the Hymn of Valor change. When you use your Q right now, you send 2 bolts that damage nearby enemies, and you increase the bonus attack damage that your allies deal. However, in the reworked version of Sona, the auras are all different. First of all, their ranges seem to be smaller as of yet, which may also change in the future. Their base duration is 0.5 seconds, but for every allied champion that you hit with your aura, the duration of that buff will be extended. Also, instead of increasing everyone's AD, it now gives them bonus magic damage on their next auto attack. This buff actually lasts for 3 seconds and it works somewhat like a Sheen does, and yes, it does proc the effect on yourself as well. Her W also suffered the same aura change. She still heals herself and the closest allied champion, but the cooldown is now slightly bigger. The aura no longer gives you MR and armor though, instead it will give nearby champions a shield that will last for a bit, and the duration will be extended according to how many champions you hit. Song of Celerity is the skill that feels the strangest to me, to be honest. Right now you give yourself and your allies a flat amount of movement speed that scales up with the Song of Celerity's rank, plus 2% per 100 AP. Now, after the changes, she'll give herself more of move speed than before, which helps you kite, position, or chase better, which decays down to the amount that Sona grants her allies, which is a lot less. The aura also functions the same ways as the other auras. The more allies you hit with it, the longer it lasts. It no longer gives you a persistent move speed aura though, and no longer grants allies a percentage move speed on cast. As for the ultimate, the cool thing about Crescendo is that it stays as powerful as it was while adding additional effects to every single skill. Every time you level up Crescendo, it'll passively increase the magic damage for Hymn of Valor, extra shield for Area Perseverance, and move speed for Song of Celerity. It also has a neat visual effect that makes it easier for you to tell what the limits of the skill shot are. So overall, Sona's laning phase seems stronger, even though she might not have as much damage on her Hymn of Valor's power chord. Since every time you use your Q you get a Sheen effect, you'll definitely be able to dish out a lot more damage during the laning phase that is bound to surprise a lot of people. Add the passive to that and you'll be zoning people out in no time. The combo that I've been going for is auto attack Q, auto attack for extra damage. Every time I use this with 2 points in Q in the early game, I usually get a third of the enemy AD's HP. Just be careful not to get caught by the enemy support when you go for the Aras. It also makes it so that Sona can make her ADs deal unexpected amounts of damage. Let's say you're laning with a Vayne. If you see her tumbling and going for that last silver bullet hit, you can quickly pop your Q near her and give her the buff. That way she'll deal AD damage, true damage, and magic damage. The same thing can be applied to other AD carries with enhanced auto attacks or skill shots like Ezreal's Q. Now, to do this, you'll need timing. Sona has always been sort of a button mashy champion. Even though good Sona players would pull off amazing plays, it was the ults that made a play shine. That should be about to change. Her shield buff almost feels like a plea for people to use the Ardent Sensor on her. Yep, I'm still saying that it's not that bad, and it's definitely more viable on her if you've got like 2 or 3 auto attack based champions on your team, but if you don't, probably not worth getting either, unless it gets buffed, that is. Her heal also feels stronger because of the percentage in scaling. As you level up, you do get the sense that you're healing for a lot more, and the more max HP your teammates have, the more powerful your W will become. Making sure you keep up with your teammates' XP is now even more important as well because of the Crescendo passives. Since your kit improves significantly every time you reach level 6, 11, and 16, you definitely need to be focusing a lot more on getting that XP. I'll be releasing a video on how to keep up with XP as a support in a couple of days, so make sure you stay tuned. So what the crap does this mean? Well, for starters, I won't say she's weaker or stronger. She's different. What will decide how strong she is are the numbers that are still being tweaked. What I will say is that she's more fun to play now. With a rework, you'll definitely need to be paying a lot more attention to your positioning, to how many allies you'll hit with your abilities, you'll have to time things better, and you'll have to manage cooldowns more wisely. A champion with a kit as powerful as Sona's should be harder to play than she was, in my opinion, so in that sense, I am kinda pleased with this change. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you help pick up the new Sona a lot easier. Once again, don't forget that I'll be attending DreamHack, so don't be too surprised if I upload a couple of vlogs or something with some event footage. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.